I was raised in a culture of service. I learned about it at a very early age. You see, when I was a kid, my most favorite thing in the world to do was to go to my grandparents' house. My grandfather was the Maytag man in San Pedro, California for 50 years, from 1925 through 1975. And he and my grandmother had what we would call today a live-work situation. On 9th Street, he had his showroom, big plate glass window with the showroom filled with bright, sparkly, new, shiny Maytag washing machines. They were all white because that's the only color they came in those days. And if you walked through the arched doorway into his shop, you would pass this multi-tiered rotating bin of parts that was all meticulously organized. He had a wrap-around workbench with his drill press and his lathe and all the tools that he needed to repair and service washing machines. In the back of the shop, you stepped through this door, you would be smack in the middle of the kitchen of this modest 3-bedroom home that my grandmother ruled. In the back hall, on the top of a tall chest of drawers, well out of the reach of little hands, sat the business phone. And when that phone would ring, my grandmother would set down whatever she was doing, and she would answer that phone with a single word. It was the same word every time, and I can still hear her voice. She'd say, "Service." And I came to understand that every caller heard the promise that they were seeking in that single word. Because nobody called because they needed a new washing machine. They called because their family needed clean clothes. And they called my grandfather because they knew that he could provide that service. So my grandfather lived service through repairing and installing washing machines. My father did it as a manufacturing engineer and as a Boy Scout leader. And I do it as a certified financial planner with the tools and techniques of financial planning and investment management. And that is why I do what I do.